Hey, hello everybody. It's a weekend, the market is closed. Today I'm going to show you about the simple moving average, the daily average that you can put on any chart, and I'll go over that in just a minute. So if you like what you see, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and just please subscribe. If you'd like to just go straight and get this script, as you know, if you go to my channel at all, I offer all my scripts for free, and this is how you get this particular script, just like all the rest. Underneath this video where it says show more, you just highlight the URL. You right click that, and then there's exact directions on how to put that in to your layout within your platform on Thinkorswim. And then once you get it over there, you're going to want to go into the beaker. Let me just blow one of these charts up. You go into the beaker, and then you would type in the daily. Yours is going to come in right here as the daily simple moving average. You'd highlight it, you add the selected, and you move it over here, and then you say apply and go. So I'm not going to put it up twice because I already have it there. And these show some of the other ones I have. So, and that's how you get that in, and then it's all in for you there. So let me double click that. So if you want to stick around and see a little bit more about what it is and how I use it, I'll explain that right now. I always try to make my videos as short and concise as possible. So this is it right up here. So it's going to show you the 20, the 50, and the 200. So if you go down to my daily chart, I'll expand here. I have this marked out, so it's a little confusing, but these lines right here, that's the 20 moving average daily. That's the 50 moving average daily. And that's the 200 moving average daily. So I drew in the lines that we're talking about right here, support and resistance line. As you can see, like the 200 taps it. That's exactly the daily average. 20 tapped it. That's exactly where it's supposed to be. And then the 50 is right here. It's a different color, but it taps it. So what this is really doing though, is it's carrying this daily average onto my 1-minute chart, my 5-minute chart, and my 15-minute chart that I have on my setup. Because normally when you look at those charts, if you set a 20-day, a 200-day, whatever you want to set, the 9, all of those things are set within that increment of that chart. So if you were to set 200 here, it's not daily, it's 200 5-minute increments. Now, is that respected? Sometimes they're pretty well respected, mostly because a lot of people don't know that's what they're actually looking at. They think they're looking at like a daily moving average, but they're not. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for what other people think, but it seems like that a lot anyway. So, why it's so important to have these, and what I used to do before I created this script and modified it is I used to go in and look and mark it out. So now I can do it a lot easier because it's going to give me the prices that it's at, and I still have to create a line. So what I do, so we can find them here, like, okay, so there's the 20. See, we're so out of sync here with the SQQQ, but it's right up here. And then what I do is I put it in, then every morning for that new day, I just right click on that line. So anyway, this is how you make, this is how you'd make a line. Just so you double click and you've got a line. You go into that line and then you edit properties. And then, you would write in here, 20, so just put a day. No, I know what I want. It's SMA day 20. So I'm just going to create a duplicate SMA. I always like to extend it on over to the left, and then I would write in the price, and the price is right up here, 51.30. So then I put in 51.30. It only takes a second every morning to do this. Once you have the lines already created, you're just basically changing the price. Then I make it the color, which is the green. I make it a solid line. I say, okay. Now I have a duplicate line there. So I've made it, but I just wanted to show you from scratch how you might make one of these. Now, if you want to go in and get rid of that, you go down to remove drawing and you just remove one of those drawings. So I guess I'll remove this one. Okay, so now it's just back to 1. So I have that for the 200 and the 50. I don't know if maybe they're already being shown here. Let's blow up this chart. But all of them are already up here. I'm just trying to find them. They're so far out of sync probably that there's the 20. I don't see them there. I know they're here. Oops, don't do that. Here, let me go to the 15-minute and find them. let's see, there we go. So there's the 200, right? So this is, it's on that other chart. I don't know. There's the 50, and then the 20 is, oh, so I needed to go lower to find them all. But anyway, they're carried across. And so you might wonder why. Now, if you've seen me trade at all, you see that every morning I mark out my high sessions high, my PM pre-market high, open session high, pre-market high, open session low, pre-market low, open session pivot points, and pre-market pivot points. And I also mark out the dailies. All that takes just a few minutes, and it's very, very helpful to have those, because you can, as you're holding a scalp up or down, short or long, as you get near one of those lines, you need to check yourself, like, is it going to stop there? Is it going to hover there? Is it going to blow right through? And if it blows right through, should you be adding to your position, depending on if you're short or long? So I find these lines over the years, I find these to be the lines that, the support and resistance lines that are the most helpful. Now, obviously, the candle patterns are extremely important. I'm not going to discount that. You definitely want to look for patterns, but I do my day. I go early. I start early with the rip and dip, or dip and rip, depending on whether you're short or long strategy. And these are all I really have to go for, because it's not long enough to get patterns. It's not. As this is pre-market, obviously, but or post-market, but you have to get in past a few minutes, 5 or 10 5-minute candles, and then you have that times 5 1-minute candles, and then you can really see pattern alignment and sinking, and then some of the basic bull flags and topping tails and things that also help you indicate when there's going to be a turnaround or a movement. Obviously, I use the MACD, and I really use the enhanced moving average, as well as the seller's indicator, which is this is my favorite. I scripted it, and I beta tested this for a long time with professional traders in my group, and this is a really helpful one. So those are all on my channel if you want to learn about any of those. And that's basically what the daily moving average is about, getting them over on the charts that are 5-minute, 1-minute, 15-minute, or whatever ones you have. Again, why the daily is important, why they seem to hold a lot of sway in which way the stock goes. Those are where the big market movers make their plays. They make their play on the daily. So they and their algorithms and everything is based on daily patterns. Let's go to something that's not so. Let's go to like Tesla here. Although Tesla's pretty wild too. But I mean, they're gonna. So you can see some of these pivots on these points here. 200. Look at how it tapped the 200 here and then went down. So huge amounts, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of shares might come in and out based on these daily moving averages. So does it affect your 1-minute and 5-minute and 50-minute charts? Absolutely. It absolutely has a high probability of affecting your trade when you're in it. So knowing where these are, and you can do it, without having this script. It's just, why not have the script? It just makes it a lot easier. So I hope that made sense to you guys. Please check out my channel. So, like I said, all the scripts are free. And if you remember, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks a lot for watching. See you out there.